Okay, we're going to go over some race tips, and in this one, towed in Manitowoc, very technical course, and one of my biggest strengths is utilizing cornering, and we're going to go over that mostly in this race. Hopefully you can learn a thing about cornering and how it helps you if it's your strength. For me, you can see here, I'm going to pedal. This line I loved, and you're going to see this throughout those races. I just continue to pedal through this corner. Sometimes you can move in the pack, sometimes you can move around the pack like I do here. People are just not pedaling, and if you just continue to pedal, you can move up for free basically, just light pedaling in some of these quarters. I mean, here's a whole bunch of examples of just some borderline light pedaling. I don't think I had too much power that I hold down, but I move up a bunch of positions, and that really helps. The other thing we talked about is that winners need to dictate the race and take the actions they need to do to win the race. And I don't know if you can see it here in this clip, but there is a break off the front here, and people are trying to chase it back, and I recognize that as a break that could win. I think that was Jack who previously won the race in Grafton in our prior video, and so I realized I had to bridge to that. Unfortunately, it was just a little too late, so that's a little bit of race smarts of knowing when a certain attack happens that you have to follow it. But, you know, kind of like what we said before, if you don't make that move, then, you know, unfortunately, you're going to lose the race. So make the move. Otherwise, why are you there? You can see there we're in the front. I like this line. Again, like I said in the other clips, keep pedaling. These guys are not pedaling, and I have a lot of speed, so I'm just going to jump off the front. Look at the guy up there. There's another guy up there that I could bridge to and with. And these are the corners where, like, if you're pedaling through it with your own line, not around anyone, you can go really fast. So you can see this clip. It kind of speeds through. Watch the full video if you really want to watch the entire break attempt here, the bridge attempt that I make. I kept screaming to this guy, but look at these lines. I mean, when you're pedaling through every corner, you're keeping pretty much as fast as you possibly can. That's my strength. If it's a technical course like this, I'm going to use that strength to my advantage. And I'm going to try to bridge this guy. Unfortunately, this guy, I kept screaming to him like, hey, I'll work with you. I kept trying to bridge to him so that we could work together. He was not having it, and I don't know why, because basically we end up getting caught. Luckily, Kevin comes around at one point here, and I, you know, sit on his wheel for a little bit. We, you know, continue to try to make the bridge, but look at a couple different laps, took a lot out of me, but it's you know, here's Kevin like we were talking about. It's the move you have to make, and that breakaway won. So now it's just for the field sprint. Unfortunately, I was just too late identifying it, but that's, again, heads up racing. You gotta go really like on the split decision. So the field catches us. You can see the break is way up there. They're gone. They're going to win. So what else do we need to do? Corner my best to make up positions. Like I said before, if you go on the outside here, you can keep pedaling. Look at how many positions I make up. 2, 4, 6, 8. I mean, half the field just by continuing to pedal around, guys. There's going to be another clip here soon, and you can see even through the field, in the field. Look at these pedal. If I just keep pedaling just a little bit longer than some of these other guys, you can move into spots that maybe somebody else should be taking. Here's another example of just pedaling along the outside. So again, probably one of my biggest strengths. I really recognized it during this race and throughout the series that cornering is one of my biggest strengths, and I utilize that, especially in a course like this where it's very technical, tons of corners. But essentially, we get to the point here in the end of this race where I got to keep moving up positions. You can't sort of sit back. Look at this. I'm gonna move all the way on the outside, get up to where I need to be, and now we're getting really close to the end of the race. It's like 36 minutes, it's a 40-minute race, so I'm exactly where I want to be, and I'm on the front, so I'm just going to go as easy as I want until someone tries to go around me. So even though I'm on the front here, I'm not really putting down too much power, but it's closer in position where I need to be for the field sprint, because you know, I need to be closer to the front within a couple laps to go, and I think there's only like 2 or 3 laps to go at this point. Now we're in the final stretch, and I'm still a little too far back, unfortunately. So you can see here, yeah, I'm fighting for position, and the cornering is pretty good. I'm in the drops here when you're in the final lap here, and it's getting a little cagey. People give me the inside line on the final corner here, but someone's going to drop their chain, and unfortunately, I'm just not far enough up. I should be like 3 or 4 positions up. So hopefully you learned a thing or two here on cornering and how you can use it to your advantage, as well as identifying when breaks go that could win the race that you need to make that move to. So thanks for watching. We'll watch some more of these videos and give you some more tips on the future videos. Thanks.